What's up guys, this is Shana and today we're going to check out Bangsar Health Park. Bangsar, let's go! So we're going to start at the front end of Jalan Maarof, which is connecting to Damansara Heights, where you have the whole cluster of office towers and high-end livings. Plaza Bata is right there where you have all the live bands and cafes. This is the intersection next to BSC, Bangsar Shopping Centre, and it does not feel like Malaysia at all because we have very international crowds around this area. And something about Jalan Maarof is very interesting in terms of architecture as well, because there's a lot of adaptive reuse elements where you have old bungalows that are transferred or converted into commercial lots just because of the prosperity that this location has. So for malls, you have BSC, which is right behind me, and something cool about this location is you have some of the most high-end, most expensive apartments in Malaysia itself, so that tells you a lot about their spending powers. And at the other end, we have Bangsar Village 1 and 2, and those are in the same street. So this is definitely one of those locations, right, that is very lifestyle oriented. So let's get our coordinates right. First, this is MPE and this is Jalan Bangsar. Then you have KL Ecocity on this side, which is Abdullah Hukum, then Midvalley and Gardens already. Here will be Jalan Maarof. It's the road that connects KL Sentral, KL Ecocity, Gardens, Midvalley, Bangsar South to PJ Damansara Heights. This road, right, from end to end are prestigious, very sophisticated addresses. Not only that, you have the LRT access as well, very close to site. This is the Bang Rakyat Bangsar LRT station, right? Then this is Alila. Then in this road will then be Jalan Maarof. The entrance will be on this side where it's called the Lorong Maarof. Right after the petrol station, you need to turn left, then you access into this project. This will be one of the highest, most iconic residence tower in this area. Coming in from Lorong Maarof, right, there will be the access to this project. There will be in total of 6 blocks. This land size is around 5.8 acres and it's going to be around 400 over units per tower, and this will be the facility deck. Per floor plate there's 8 units, right, and every wing there will be only 2 units, so that's very good in terms of privacy. And you have 5 passenger lift, 1 service lift. This will be the refuel chamber on this side. In terms of facility wise, every block will have their own set of facilities. Today we will check out 2B1-D. It's 917 square feet, 2 bedroom 2 bathroom unit. When you come in, you will have the dining and living on this side. Because this is at the side and there's a void in the center, so that allows a small window to be located next to the dining area. Then you have a balcony on this side, kitchen, yard, a common bathroom to be shared with the guest and the user for bedroom 2, the principal bedroom along with your principal bathroom. As we are walking to the show unit, right, something to also clarify, because this show unit is built on an existing building, hence there are certain limitations and restrictions to the structure in comparison to the actual unit. So when you come to the unit, right, please be informed that there will be certain differences in terms of height, width, position of doors and things like that. Okay, coming into the unit, this will be the foyer. And first observation, right, the door is slightly wider than usual. This is a 4-feet door, which I like because it just eases the furniture moving process. And coming in, you will have the kitchen, dining and living all together in one glance. And right next to the kitchen will be the yard space. But before that, the current selling price for this leasehold project, right, it's around 800 to 900 ringgit per square feet. So you will have a 2x2 porcelain tiles and the kitchen cabinet. As usual, please do check with the salesperson on what is provided. This will be revised every now and then in accordance to their campaign. But currently, this is a solid surface and they are providing Electrolux for hood and hob. And one of the things that I like is pretty rare to have a basin that's facing a window, especially on a high rise. So that's cool. Outside that window, we'll have your very own washer and dryer in this yard space. Moving on will be the dining and living room next to the balcony. And the actual height for the unit will be 3 meters. This little splash of daylight into the space, right, will create a huge difference in the space, like, because of the void in the center. Then moving through this 3.2 meters wide living room, you will have a balcony at the end. You have glass railings, and this will be the actual facade treatments. This will be the latch for your compressors. And I can almost imagine the view that this project will enjoy. If you look at the site, on the surrounding, generally it's all landed properties. So it's going to be a very, very nice horizon that you get to enjoy in the unit itself. And to leverage on that view, they are building a full glass railing like this without balustrade. Going through the corridor, this will be the common bathroom shared with the user and the guests. And looking at their floor plan, right, their design team reserved the entire facade for the bedrooms as well as the living room for their balcony and things like that. But the sacrifice they need to do is they need to have mechanical ventilations for both bathrooms. Moving on, this is engineering timber, and this will be your bedroom. Coming into the space, this can accommodate a queen size bed, and you still have a lot of circulation space. And one thing I really enjoy here in this room is this window panel is huge. Going into the next room, this will be the principal bedroom along with the principal bathroom. Again, you can accommodate your bed with a lot of space for circulation on the side. Window panel, although it's not full height, right? But I think it's sufficient. And just imagine having the horizon of KL Sentral or Bangsar landed housing, right, as the backdrop every time you wake up. Again, similar to the other room, engineered timber with skirtings, and this will be the ensuite bathroom with its bathtub. And I really like this treatment of providing better specs for the principal room. They are giving cochlear for the basin and WC. That's nice. Shower screen on this side and full height wall tiles. I like the mosaic feature wall. So something about this address, right? It's so premium, it's so on demand to the extent that this is one of those rare redevelopment projects that's happening in KL. They tore down the previous apartments and relocate the residents, and they're going to build this 5.8 acres new development in the very, very OG address of Bangsar. And I think that's all for the show unit. To better illustrate the main selling point of this project, we will need to go outside, right, to really experience Maarof from head to the end. Let's go. We are now right in front of the site, and what you can see around here, number one would be the access. Okay, you will be using this local road, a 2-lane road. Of course, they will dress up a little bit, right? But this will be the main entrance into the site. Number two will be the surrounding buildings. What you can see that will be Nadi, this will be Gaia, and then there will be UOA building, the Maybank, right? And that connects to the Bangsar LRT station. And that is one station away from the transportation hub of KL itself, KL Central, where you have easily around 100 different MNCs located in those towers. Like in that transportation hub, you have the KLIA Transit, LRT, KTM, bus. It's just super convenient lah. And just imagine expats, right, who are working in that location. Guess where they will stay? A place that is very close to commercial activities, school, then public transportation. I want to be quite close to hospitals, then shopping malls, and etc. This is not developed from raw land. This is a redevelopment project. It means they are tearing down the existing structures, which are the social housing that is called Ensuite Bathroom. So this entire development is going to take 6 to 8 years time to fully develop, and this will really give a new image to the skyline as well as the landscape for this address. So during the evenings of weekdays or even the weekends, this location seems to be one of the most popular, especially for youngsters, right? They will dress up to just hang out around these streets where you have the pubs, you have the cafes. And it's just very cool, right, to know that all these are just within 5-10 minutes walk if you want to walk lah. Or you can just grab here, which is pretty quick. Okay, so the three things I like. Number one, definitely the location of Jalan Maarof. Yeah, although it's not real Jalan Maarof, it's a Lorong Maarof. This address, it's so popular. It connects Damansara Height, where you have all the office towers, you have all the luxury homes and things like that, right? Where you have easily the top 5 highest priced apartments in Malaysia. Then at the end, we have Dataran Maybank, where that branch out to 4 different addresses: KL Central, KL Ecocity, and Midvalley Gardens area, Bangsar South. Number 2, partly because of the connectivity, right? The commercial activities here are just insane, to that extent where a lot of residential properties are converted into commercial properties. There are the mega malls like Midvalley and New Sentral, right? Then if you want to go like a more neighborhood one, you got the BSC, you got Bangsar Village. Then you want a more lifestyle oriented, you have the Jalan Telawi area where you have all the shop lots. Then you can also go to Plaza Batai, which is not very far away also. It's just very versatile in terms of the things that you can do here. So as for the project, I like the effort in making the floor plate into a very private one, where you only have 8 units per floor plate. Number 2 is they keep it very residential because of the nature of the surrounding being very commercial oriented, right? I guess this is very important to have some privacy and things like that lah. And judging based on the layout, this is a very dual use. Certain layouts, especially the 3+1 bedrooms, right, is ready to be converted into a dual key. And that allows the investor to leverage on the site, because on one side, you have very heavy office towers where there are job opportunities. It means a lot of potential for rental. Therefore, the 3 things I don't like, number 1 would be the density. Okay, so easily there will be like 1,004, 1,005 units. But there's a few ways to look at it. The duration of supply. Is it like one go 1,005 units, or is it block by block? So when we compare KL Central, when we compare KLCC and Mont Kiara, right, the surrounding in Bangsar mainly consists of landed properties. Number 2 would be the condition of the site. You need to go through a lot of old houses converted into commercial lots. Then another obvious thing would be the existing low-cost housing. Because this is a redevelopment project, they're tearing down the old building of social housing one by one, and it's amazing to see that now Malaysia is starting to go through redevelopment already. Just when we think that we are still developing country, we have a lot of raw lands to pay about, right? Premium addresses are scarce. Last but not least, this is a leasehold project. It may be a concern because the remaining projects around Bangsar, right, generally are freehold. Then you being a leasehold property among the freehold project, that becomes a problem, right? But the price they are selling is not like exactly freehold standard. If you can just imagine, if this is a freehold project, right, it wouldn't be this price lah. And this took the market by storm because it has been a very long time since Bangsar has new developments. And I guess that's all for this project. Do I like it? Yes, because it's so close to all the lifestyle elements like Jalan Telawi lah, KL Ecocity lah, Midvalley lah, BSC lah, Plaza Batai lah. You will never run short of things to do here, and that allows the property to be quite diverse in terms of rental strategy. Personally, I think it's a very cool thing for us to have this opportunity to document one of the first redevelopment projects I've seen. Thank you very much for the team for having me, and if you really like this episode, like it, share it, and even subscribe for more information like this. Until next time, this is Sean Tan. Ciao.